Here we go then. Welcome along to qualifying for this week's GP event, the Japanese Grand Prix, with Charles Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda and Sigma all 20% boosted. I dropped the qualifying guide this morning. Make sure to go check it out and let me know in the comments how many points you've scored and in what level you scored them in. Always good to see how people are getting on. So before we get into it, let's show you what we are running. We are running Max Verstappen Epic 5 and Charles Leclerc Level 4 Epic, who's going to be very nice for us indeed. So no chance to upgrade them at all, really. But we're going to give it our very best go. The car is as follows: 130 over 186. So maybe some race start boosts and we will be absolutely fine. Don't really need too much race start. Well, actually, Leclerc 80. We do. So we've got Japan twice, as you would have seen in the qualifying guide. We've got Japan, Monaco, Imola and Japan, and let's see how many points we can score. We're going to go at it. We're going to go the best we can as we head in to Suzuka for race number 1. So here we go then, our first matchup versus a 1-4-0-4 opponent. So benefiting us, but can we make the most of it? That's going to be the key. Definitely want to be scoring 40 plus points here. We expect Leclerc to be starting higher up the grid as well, which is going to be music to our ears. But where does Verstappen start? And it's not looking too bad. Wow, P7 for Leclerc. Verstappen only P15. That's going to be very tough. We've got pretty much a dry race as well. So we're going to go Max Verstappen on to... I reckon we can go to mediums. And I reckon we can go... Oh, what can we go? Hard mediums, I think, is the way we go. I'm going to go Rooster, and I'm going to go Rooster on both. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be tough from P15 at Suzuka, but we'll see. We needed a bit of rain to spice it up. We're not going to get that. We are going to get a good start, though. Max Verstappen inside line would be very nice here, and he does take it. And Leclerc is up to P2 already. Ferrari of Leclerc out in front in P1. No shocks there. And we can try and push that. Try and get into the lead early on. And that's what we can do. Up to P1 then. Verstappen needs the inside line. He takes the inside line. We are past into P10. Even better. Stroll. Now, the next man to come under attack, and Leclerc's just going backwards a little bit, but we'll keep him on medium boost. Verstappen just holding off Stroll if he can, and at the moment he's in P9. Remember, he will come back for a faster stint on the medium tyres a bit later on. Leclerc is on the softs and Verstappen is on the softs, so that's why they're pushing a lot quicker than we are, but we're battling along at the moment. We've got Sainz and a McLaren ahead of us. We are pushing, but Stroll's just absolutely walked past us. And we're going to get past 2 Aston Martins. Hold them off, fend for our lives. P3 and P9. It's not too bad. We've got to get Verstappen up the field, though. We're going to push out of this last corner, give us a little bit of a push. And that push is going to get us past Lando and Norris. So through we go, P8. And what we'll do is we'll come back for hard tyres on Charles Leclerc, who is pushing hard on the mediums, catching the 2 cars ahead who are doing 3 laps on the softs. We're up to P2, and their tyres are going to survive, so they'll probably go to mediums. Stroll still being a pain, but we're holding off. Currently in P2. What is Stroll on? Stroll is on... Where is he? I can't even find him. Medium tyres. So Leclerc's in. Good little stint from Leclerc, really. Question is, can he get out ahead of the Ferrari? Yes, he can. Verstappen carries on. P2. And we're going to try and keep pushing Verstappen a little bit. Verstappen in medium tyres for Leclerc as well. That's going to be tough to go 4 laps. I mean, we'll try and fend off. It's going to be ridiculously tough, though. As you can see already, we're back into P3. But there is a queue of cars forming now behind us. And it's going to be pretty chaos to keep them behind. Let's get a cheeky little screenshot of that. But P4, I mean, we're going to have to just sit tight for a moment as Verstappen comes in. We can conserve as well down the straight. What are their tyres looking like? Around 74% as they cross the line. Norris is bang there as well. Rivals come out P10. And now we're on the back. No power unit though. That's going to be our problem. We need to conserve some of this power unit back ASAP. Let's just try and squeak past though. Can we squeak past using the power unit? Yes, we can. We can get one of them at least. And we're up to P8. So P8 and P4. Up to P7. A little bit better. All conserving all the time. Got a bit of power unit back. Everyone carries on round. Verstappen does as well. There's one car in the pits of Norris. So moves up to P6. We've got Perez ahead of us, who is on the hard tyres. So should be able to get past him. We'll probably target under the bridge for this move. So we'll push now. Push Leclerc out of the hairpin. And we're up to P5. So good work from him. One lap to go. And they are about 25% tyres at the moment. So they're going to run out on the last lap. That is pretty much what's going to happen. They're going to run out pretty much on that last corner. So if we can keep the pressure on, we can still get something here. Maybe with Leclerc. I don't think with Verstappen, too tough to get past for him. Especially from P15 though, remember. Let's push Leclerc. Let's also push Verstappen. Can we get past Hamilton? At the minute, no we can't. Yes we can. Up to P3. Going to keep pushing now as well. Verstappen's not a million miles away. But he's further enough away. Far enough. He's closing all the time. They're about to run out of tyres. They have run out of tyres. Don't think we're going to catch though. As we come out the last corner. P2 and P1 already across. So we do take P3. 22 points for Leclerc. And Verstappen comes home. P5 takes 20. And that is a solid start with a 42-point run in the back. Show you what the rival was running as well. So 42 points from a difficult track. If it was wet, would have suited us best. 1-4-0-4. We've got level 3 Leclerc, level 8 Alonso, and decent setup as well. Here we go then for race number 2. Match up slightly in the rivals' favour by 22 as we head to Monaco. And we're going to see what sort of result we can get. 40 points again. That's what we're going to be aiming for. We're going to do the 4 soft, 4 medium that I told you about. And the 5 medium, 3 soft. Where we're going to start. P9 for Leclerc. That Verstappen is killing us a little bit. That is definitely... Ooh, bit of wet as well. Minute and 40. Some changing conditions. We're going to go Rooster on both. Probably pick lap 4. But with the sun coming out, it's going to be a bit of a mixed race here. So let's see what we can do at the streets of Monaco. We can push early on lap 1. And we've pushed early pretty well. Leclerc is up to P6 already. Verstappen is making ground in P12. And that's getting even better. He's up to P10. Even better for Leclerc now. Up to P3. Verstappen into P9. This chicane is a great overtaking opportunity. Guaranteed overtakes here as we go into P2. And nearly into P8. And now is into P8. P1 for Leclerc. We'll use all of that power unit to push on. Verstappen's up to P7. Make it. Oh, nearly P6. And now we're going to just chill because in 58 seconds time, this track is going to get dry pretty quickly. It'll take about 1.5 laps to be dry. Pushing out to 2. But we've got rain coming back in. Which is it's going to be pretty crazy. We can do 5 laps if we want to. We are well on track for a 5 lap if we need. Let's see if we can get past Sergio Perez. And we can. P6. Every time at that chicane, without question. So 5 laps is possible for both. They're both at around 60% tyres, which is good. And now we've just got to focus on with Leclerc. 15 seconds until it starts getting drier. So it just depends how quick it dries. It's going to dry pretty quick. Probably 2% a second. And here we go. is around 2% a second. And it's only a minute and a half until the rain. That's around 90, so it's going to go dry first in this race, as we have a safety car. Safety car for the first time. We've already gone into the lead. We're already past. We've got rain coming in within a minute and 10 seconds. But how long is that rain going to last? This is going to be a very, very interesting point. Now, the signs are that we have to go to wets. But, I mean, I'm surely going to go to wets here. Especially Leclerc. Leclerc's got a free pit stop. Verstappen, pretty much a free pit stop as well. Everyone's going to be on the same. But with the wet weather coming back in, the safety car should now deploy. And it does. So we'll come into the pits and take a cheap stop. Hopefully the rain lasts. I think it was a minute and a half it was supposed to last for. And yes, we're on bad tyres at the moment. Everyone's still got to make a pit stop though. That's going to leave us clear. Verstappen comes out P10. So this rain is about to start again. That's going to be what we're hoping for. No one's going to pit yet, as it was Lance Stroll who crashed. So here we go. Minute and 26 seconds. The question is, do they even pit the AI here? This is going to be so interesting as to what happens. It's going to go dry again. It's going to be nearly full wet conditions though. And then it will start drying again. So we're about to push. We've got full tyres. Will the AI and everyone pit, or will they extend out one lap? We're about to find out. And they extend. So P2 for Leclerc. Let's push everything that we've got now. And this should probably finish under wet conditions. Because by the time we get round for lap 7, everyone else should move on to wets anyway. As you can see in the background now. P9 for Verstappen. So everyone should pit for wets here. Although it is about to go to dry. Can we get Leclerc past? Tell you what we can get is Verstappen into P7. Leclerc now into P1. Could be a last lap pit stop. Everyone now pits. And surely they go to wet tyres. Let's have a look. They do. But do we pit one more time? Who stayed out? Wow. Hamilton and Norris. They're going to be coming in for dry tyres. So they're going to be a bit of a problem for us. We are going to pit. Or do we pit? I don't think we do with Leclerc. And I think, do we stay out 50%? Let's go. Let's stay out. Let's push. I mean, we're going to risk it here. Rivals are going to go to softs. We're going to try our best. Maybe we should have pitted. We're going to have a big gap though. The question is, can we hold on in the drying track of Monaco to a brilliant 47? Where are our rivals? And they've gone to wets. That's a shock. So actually it's game over.
Whoa, yes, guys. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on. Dry track. No one pitted for the dry tyres. Leclerc comes home P1 with Verstappen P2.
A race like this is incredibly satisfying.
Get in P1, P2 here at Monaco. So let's show you what that rival. I was pretty sure that AI would have gone for dry tyres. It would have made perfect sense. 1477, level 5 and level 6, and a bit of a balanced setup for the rival. Here we go then, race 3. We're off to Imola and a matchup in our favour by around 53, which is always very handy indeed. Would be so good if we had a driver too, which could start in the top 10. That means we could be fighting for top 10s, but in the current situation, we just don't have that ability. So where do we start? P9, P15, as we tend to do all the time. And we're going to go on to... Potentially, you could do a one-stop with Verstappen. Might do a one-stop with Verstappen, and I might do a two-stop with Leclerc. Might use a bit of Kawhi, though. Kawhi not use it. So let's see. We're going to do a 4-4 with Verstappen and a 3-3-2 with Mr. Charles Leclerc. Real player matchup, as always. So let's see if we can score 40-plus points again. That's the aim. 40-plus has got to be what we need. So we're going to try, I'm probably going to have to do 2 laps with Leclerc. I didn't really think about it until now. 3 laps for Leclerc on softs is going to be pretty difficult. But he's got a very good start. We could just push 2 laps really quickly. But we're going to cut down and just see what we have at the end of this first lap. Can we survive 3 laps? But the problem is Leclerc doesn't have great tyre management. I think we'll be okay. And he's into P2. I think we certainly will be okay. It's going to be close. We're already a few percent better off. Verstappen's in P8, comfortable, on a 4-4. And he's all over the back of Lewis Hamilton now as well. Leclerc sitting up front, nice and easy. Can Verstappen get through? No, he can't. Leclerc is just sitting behind Leclerc. Ferrari versus AZW F1 Racing. And looks like free soft is going to be possible. And so is the lead as we take P1. We've got Verstappen currently in P7. So let's make sure we do a quick pit stop. And I probably won't serve it actually. I'm going to make this the quick as possible. Let's just push through this section. See if we can close the gap on P6. There he is. Wave goodbye. Because Max Verstappen is down to P6. It's going to be a quick, chilled, 3-lap pit stop for Charles Leclerc. And we can get him into the pits. What is the AI on softs? There's a few mediums out there as well. No extreme temperatures, which is always good. I can stick to mediums or I can run hards. Might run hards. As Leclerc comes back out. Needs to get him through these 2 cars though, ideally. And easier said than done. Oh, that's going to hurt us. We should have had the advantage there. Definitely should have had the advantage to get past. Now we're past Russell. Couple of corners too late as we now get past Leclerc as well. Coming into the pits with Verstappen. There is Charles. And he's going to comfortably take the lead at this stage. There is the Ferrari and Red Bull coming back out on hard tyres. So we're going to be a lot quicker than them. Verstappen needs to get ahead of any cars coming out. And he's done okay for now. So P10. As we've got Pierre Gasly holding us up. Rivals gone for mediums. They'll be pretty quick. But can't push ridiculously hard. As now we've got Daddy Boy Stroll ahead of us and now behind. Leclerc carries on. Will be a pit stop at the end of this lap and he's got a decent advantage. Where's Max going to get out though? He's going to take 3 more positions here up to P5. So good chance for him to get himself. And he's not too far away from P2, 3 and 4 all on the hard tyres. Norris going to have to pit as well by the look of it. And we've got 2 laps of full attack mode for Charles. This could be great points at Imola. Just Suzuka letting us down so far with that dry conditions from P16. And now Verstappen is into P4. Leclerc's going to slot back out in P5. But hopefully he can get P4 straight away. He can. So P3 and P4. Whilst absolutely closing on the leaders. And already we need to dispatch the Ferrari, and that is what we do. And we're into the lead. And now it's Max Verstappen who's got to gain positions. Can we get ourselves onto the podium? At the minute we can. P3. Can we get P2? That would be awesome. 47 points at Imola would be unbelievable. We're pushing to close the gap. It's going to be pretty tough to close that gap, considering where that Red Bull is. We're going to try everything we've got, but I think it's going to be a 46-point run, which is going to be unbelievable at Imola from where we started. Leclerc wins, and Max Verstappen is going to come home in P3 to take 46 points at Imola. That is as good as a 47. Yeah, very happy with that score, because that is, you will all know, a difficult track, and we've overcome it very nicely. Rival P9, P13, we sit in there P1 and P3 and take a lovely 46. 1424 for the rival. And we've got level 4, level 5 as well, and balance setup. Got to get that cornering going. So the final race we have come to, good matchup again. So probably 3 out of 4 matchups have been positive for us today. And we will go back to Japan. We've already had Japan in the dry, so it's going to be a case of Japan in the dry again for race 4. 42 points is the aim to beat. Can we do a better race than that this time round? Chances are I might use Frost and do a soft and medium run and see how that plays out. Frost and Frost. Let's see what we do with this one. I'm going to test it out. Usually I like a 3 medium, 4 hard, or a 4 hard, 3 medium. But I'm going to test this Frost. We can't push too much, but it could mean that I just go on to hards at the end, or mediums, and attack. Right, need a good start. Little boost trick would do us the world of good here at Japan. You can see we got that great start first race, and it's not going to be too bad. We're going to have to work a lot more though. P8 and P14. By this time last race in Japan, we're up to P2. So a lot more work to do this time round. But as we approach the hairpin, we're into P5. So good stint already. Potentially P13 for Verstappen, and I could go soft to hards if I want to attack more as Verstappen gets into P12. Mediums is just not going to give me much pushing ability as we take P4 from Yuki. So good little move from him. Kevin's in the way again.
Kevin!
Always in the way lately, but he's in P12 Verstappen. Leclerc trying to close down on the front 3, who are all on soft and mediums. We are closing pretty nicely on them medium tyre runners. Here is Verstappen still stuck behind Kevin. And we've done a nice switcheroo, but couldn't get the job done. P1 has absolutely bolted Charles Leclerc. And now we're trying to get past Hamilton and the Red Bull on the soft tyres. So I'm going to go hards, and the reason I'm going to go hards is to give me attack, because we're going to need to attack. Going to give us good time management to do so as well. Verstappen's just cruising, still stuck behind.
Kevin!
If we can get past him. Not going to push too hard though, as Yuki Tsunoda comes back at us. And we're up to P11. Perez going backwards. So here comes Leclerc round the outside, takes P3. And now we're going to be in the pits. Hard tyre push. Verstappen running out of tyres, but only just. As we're going to take Lando Norris, and I'm going to come back for mediums here. So good little stint for Verstappen potentially. Leclerc coming out in some nice air indeed. He's got Norris ahead of him. If we can just pass him, yes we can, up to P7. We've got Max Verstappen in front of us at P6. Just going to push him a little bit. So the question is, will Max Verstappen lose out any time because of running out of tyres? Or can he go on a full 3-lap attack? He now runs out of tyres, which is going to take a move though, because the rivals run out of tyres and we nearly block him from going in the pits. Never seen anything like that before. He nearly missed the pit entry. We're going to get out ahead into the top 10 then. And now we've got Leclerc all over the back of Hamilton, who is now behind us. So good work. Rival's gone for softs. He can't push too much on the soft tyres round here. So you're going to struggle, Leclerc, for the rival. You might get us, but you are going to struggle. Especially with no tyre management boost to do 3 laps. Let's see though. P1 is gone. Checked out. Soft tyres. Has to pit still. Here's a group of cars as we go past Stroll. We've got the rival ahead of us. We're going to get past Norris as well. Rival's got a pit, surely then, as Yuki Tsunoda is now in the way. Come on, Verstappen, get past Yuki. Come on, thank you. P8. So I don't think we're going to get 42. This rival's going to be short on tyres. And there's a Ferrari in the pits coming out now. We're going to try and keep hold of it. We are going to hit the lead, but we're going to lose it because of the pit exit. Rival is going to run out of tyres clearly as we try and get past Alonso. So up to P7. Leclerc P2. Not going to catch now Charles Leclerc, who's on some softs. That's going to be too difficult. Rivals pushing. And bad news, they're going to run out of tyres for them. If we can get P6, that will guarantee us potentially P5. And they should run out fairly quickly. Should be able to get that move done. And a P2, P5, there you go. Knew that from the moment they pitted. It's all about knowing your strategy. Verstappen comes around the final corner. And 42 points was to beat. Well, this time we do 43. A little bit better. We're happy with that.
A race like this is incredibly satisfying.
Can be a very difficult track, especially from the back. So when we start P15, P16, we will take that all day long to manage to get Verstappen up to P5. We did the 3-4 and the 4-3, that extra tyre management helping us out. And you can see the rival's car there as well. So let's show you overall how we have done in this qualifying round. 178 points, just our driver 2 qualifying position, really hurting us at the moment, but for now it is absolutely fine. Just Japan, which is going to be a struggle at the weekend as well, but maybe we can score more points. Make sure to hit the like button on the video. We'll see you for Strategy Guide on Friday. Continue to keep watching the F1 Manager videos as well, and just keep hitting the like button.